Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Glory Hunter. We have completed Germany. We won the German Cup. We won the German title. As you can see from the thumbnail, we are off to Italy. So here we are at Inter Milan, and it's all thanks to Rafa Benitez for this one. Spain had a very poor World Cup. They weren't alone. A lot of the European sides struggled in the USA, Mexico and Canada. So Rafa Benitez has joined the Spanish national side and has left Inter Milan, and he leaves a very good legacy with 2 Serie A titles to his name. So back-to-back titles for Rafa Benitez. Given Diego Simeone lasted less than 6 months, this is a pressure cooker of a job. It is completely different to Bayer Leverkusen. We are expected to do well here. And it's also expected of me to maintain a global reputation, work within a wage budget, which we can do. We have to increase the commercial revenue, given we need to sign Italian players. That's going to be fairly tricky. Maintain the club status as the most reputable team in Italy. Yeah, they don't want much in terms of reputation, do they? Reach the later stages of the Champions League. I hope we're going to be here more than one season. I think we're going to be here more than one season because I think this side is capable of winning the big one. Challenge for the Serie A title, absolutely. Coppa Italia, if we can get those 2 in the bag early, fantastic. That's what we want to do. Now, it seemed to be Rafa Benitez's policy in this summer transfer window. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because they didn't sign a single player until I arrived. There was one that was on the way, which I decided to allow to continue. So, Kalionku has joined Benfica for £25 million. David Klaassen has gone to Saudi Arabia. Other than that, there isn't many out the door. There are 3 in the door so far. Let's meet them. And we've brought in a left back. This is the guy that was already pending, and I decided, let's go through with it. Ferland Mendy has joined us from Real Madrid for a fee rising to £31 million. Left back was an issue. We did need another left back. And I'd looked at him before with Bayer Leverkusen, to be fair. So, 31, not Italian, French. But I'm sure the board will be fine with that. And I've decided a running theme through this series will be to sign Jack Clark. We have signed him permanently this time for £18.25 million. That was his release clause. We tried a loan deal. We tried something a little bit different in terms of paying a lot more over time. Villarreal wanted the money up front, so they got the money up front. I love Jack. He had a superb season last season at Bayer Leverkusen. This will be very much a step up for him, though. And finally, we have brought in a new goalkeeper. Marco Consitia has joined us from Atalanta for a fee rising to £9.75 million. A young goalkeeper. We have Edouard Mendy. He has come back from Saudi Arabia and has joined Inter Milan last season, I believe it was, if I remember rightly. 34 years of age. Very much an upgrade on him, so Mendy will go to the backup goalkeeper. He might not necessarily like it, but that's what's going to happen. Because this squad is stacked, and I mean stacked to the rafters. So, we mentioned the goalkeeper, so Mendy, Stankovic, and Carasini. Bastoni is still here, Denzel Dumfries is still here, Benjamin Pavard is here now. We mentioned Mendy already. Guido Rodriguez, we tried to sign him while we were at Villarreal. It didn't work out for him at Real Madrid, so he is now here. Nico Barella is still here. Dani Olmo is here. Ricardo Hotter is here. Lautaro Martinez is here, as is Endrick as well. There are so many big players in this team. It is crazy. That's why we've not brought many players in. Don't need to. Rafa Benitez was right. They have a very, very good squad already. Let's take a closer look at a few of them. And I'm going to start with Benjamin Pavard. Now, if there is an epitome of a player that has won it all, Benjamin Pavard is very close to that. A World Cup winner with France. Obviously won multiple titles with Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Yeah, just has it all. Centre back, right back, 3.5 star, 30 years of age now. Is starting to get on, but delighted to have him here. Never worked with him before, never signed him anywhere. Looking forward to it. Another player I am intrigued to take a look at is Taylor Booth. Joined Inter from FC Utrecht in Holland. 3-star winger. Looks good on paper. Looking forward to seeing what we can do with him. 25 years of age. Yeah, handsome lad. Let's see what we can do. Delighted to see Danny Olmo here as well. Very, very good player, this kid. Was at RB Leipzig, went to Liverpool during our save. Now is at Inter Milan. Been here for a little while as well. 35 appearances last season for them. Yeah, I mean, in the number 10 position, tick, done. Forget about it. He's going to play week in, week out, no question. Another player I am excited to see here is Endrick. Bought in from Real Madrid for £26.5 million. Absolute bargain. Bargain price. Cannot believe they paid that little. And they didn't use the hack that has come up in Football Manager. Unbelievable. Will lead the line. Currently injured. That is the only problem at this point in time. 9 goals in 25 appearances last season. He is perfect for the system we play as the advanced forward. He is going to have a field day. Fingers crossed. And last but by no means least, Lautaro Martinez needs a mention. He's currently injured as well. We have a small problem going into the season. This man is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable striker. He's getting a little bit more injury prone as he goes on. But can't complain. Glad to see him here. Glad to see him still here. Glad to see the lure of Saudi Arabia hasn't made it to Lautaro's feet so far. Yeah. I mean, he wants a new contract. That is the only gripe I've got with him at the moment. He wants like 325 grand a week, which we might facilitate in a couple of weeks' time once everything's finalised. Not right now. And to reiterate my point from earlier that this squad is stacked to the rafters, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. We don't need anybody, really. I mean, we are looking at a striker. Samaka hasn't been banging the goals in for fun. Obviously, he's got 2 players in front of him that will be quite capable of doing that. If we can find another striker, we will find one. I do have my eye on a certain Nigerian. We'll see how that develops. Anyway, yeah, fantastic. Love it. We can win everything with this group of players. They are starting to age. That is my only major concern, which is why they want us to bring the youth through. They want us to develop their younger players. We will certainly try. Yeah, delighted. Can't believe I've landed on my feet like this. Tactics-wise, we aren't going to break anything that we've already done. 4-2-3-1 for us. That will be what we play. All the players here are very much adept at playing that as well. It's a match made in heaven, really, for us and them. Fantastic. Now, I mentioned earlier on about there being a pressure cooker with managing Inter Milan. We are the favourites to win the title. That is how big this club is. We are top of the shop. No need to look anywhere else for your champions-elect. And yeah, that's the reason why I'm a little bit apprehensive. But we'll see how we go. I've managed big clubs before. Probably not as big as Inter Milan, if I'm brutally honest. 13-8 to win the title. Milan are at 11-4. Napoli at 10-1. Juventus at 10-1. Lazio at 14-1. Roma at 25. As a Fiorentina, Atalanta at 33-1. They're probably going to be the top 8, I would imagine. Bologna you can throw into that conversation as well. So Sassuolo are normally fairly good. You know, they're in and around that European picture, aren't they, in real life? Coming up, so Modena have come up, Palermo have come up, and Cagliari, who I will attempt to say it right every time. Thankfully, the fixture computer has kind of been a little bit kind to us. We play Napoli early season. You know, that's probably the biggest one we've got till we get to sort of Roma at the end of November. Everybody else, all right, Atalanta aside, maybe. Yeah, we should be beating the other sides that we will come up against. The Milan derby is at the start of January as well. So, yeah, massive games to come during the season. We are going to start with our first home game, though. At home to Bologna next time around as we begin our Italian leg of this Glory Hunter. As I mentioned, can't believe we're here. I'm so excited to manage Inter Milan and all the stars that we've got. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.